Yon. And now we're officially live here on Facebook. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, world. Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Ralph. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Zoe.
Say hello. Good
Hi,
Ayan.
Zoe!
morning.
Hello!
Meron po tayong bagong co-host dito sa Bold Moments Live. Si Zoe will be entertaining the comments later. Tama ba, Zoe?
Yes. And suggest din siya ng mga food to eat.
Like
Yes.
hot dog!
True. Diba? It's more inclusive now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a beautiful Monday and it's a great day
Yes.
for us to learn today. But
Yes.
before we introduce our topic, I'd like to ask you, Shirley, how's your day going so
Oh
far?
my God. Happy. Happy na nakakapagod. So, ito yung parang feeling ko na busiest weekend ko
Right,
ever since
right.
ECQ because, I've launched the Baking Mama last Saturday
Yeah.
night. And I'm very, very happy for all the
Wow.
support of family and friends. How about you, Ralph? How was your day so far?
Kaya before ikaw dinilipat mo agad eh. Pag-usapan muna natin yung yung bago mong venture. Grabe, out of nowhere, di ka man na nagsasabi sa akin, meron ka palang ila-launch na venture. At out of nowhere, nakita ko na meron kang baking. And I see ang daming mga, mga offerings, ang daming mga pastry.
Oo, actually ano yun, simula ECQ. Actually second week of ECQ ako nag-start kasi walang
Okay.
magawa. And then syempre limited din yung mga bilihin. So I started baking. So thank you sa YouTube, thank you sa mga naging inspiration.
YouTube, parang ito, sobrang nakatulong talaga sa atin. That's why I was able to cook because of
Oh,
YouTube
then,
as
di ba?
well.
Baka mamaya bukas meron ka na rin dyan cooking papa,
On
ganyan.
the go. Oo.
Okay, Papa.
Papa, gusto ko yan. Pero ang lang is pinakbet yan lang muna kasi natay medyo confident ako. Pero that's good surely no that we are able to make something out of this ECQ times.
That's right,
So
that's right.
if they wanna contact you, how they can they find you?
They can message me or message our official Facebook page, the Baking Mama.
The Baking Mama. Ayan. Okay guys, it's another day of learning and we're excited to introduce our guest for today who is no stranger to us. And he is someone that we learned a lot from and we are definitely going to learn so much more today because he will be sharing something that all of us can relate to because we all struggle with this. And it's something that deals with the concept of self-esteem. And self-esteem is, it's relative sa atin yung ating value of self-esteem. Others might have higher self-esteem, yung iba might have lower, but what we need is something more stable so that every day we can operate at our best. Tama ba, Shirley?
Yes, that's right. And I think most of us, we have a lot of ideas, no, na we are creating a lot of ideas, but we fail to execute. Maybe because of this, no, this is the main problem of so many to us. Yung inner
That's true.
confidence. Na parang feeling mo, ang ganda-ganda ng idea mo, pero pagka i-execute mo na, nandun yung fear. Kasi ito yung kulang. The
There's a
inner
lot of
confidence.
True. Fear of failure, fear of not being enough, fear
Yeah.
of being
Judged.
questioned, judgment, and that impedes us from the breakthrough that we could build, that we could create. And I'm happy this time our coach will be able to share to us a more solid understanding. How can we be more, how can we less shy and be more us, more giving, more sharing, more shining? Because we're not letting our fears stop us.
That's right. That's right.
Are you excited for this episode, Shirley?
Yes, kasi na-miss ko na siya mag-talk.
Oo, nako.
Tsaka I miss the coaching session with him also.
Oo nga.
He's
That's true.
one of the favorite kaya sa NBU Bold. Ng mga
Yes.
coaches.
Yes. Let's introduce him. That our guest for today is a certified Gallup Strengths coach and ICF International Coach Federation certified coach. And he has coached multiple corporate teams and top players. He's also an NBU mentor, a resident NBU mentor for the past what they call this
2 years.
episode or
Two batches.
run.
Yeah.
Yes. He was with us and he's with us in empowering people by helping them realize their strengths. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome someone close to our heart, Coach Val Baguios. Hi, Coach.
Hey, hi, Coach! Woo! Round of applause! Make wave!
Hello, guys. Thank you so much, Ralph. Thank you, Shirley, for having me, for inviting me over. I already told Ralph this. I'm always happy and honored to be part of New Bold Use, mga efforts yung mga endeavors nyo. Yung New Bold Kitchen ni Ralph. New Bold Kitchen. Sana makasali rin ako doon.
Ayan.
Ayan na. Inaano na kita.
Yes,
Inuunahan na kita.
Ikukuko na rin, Coach.
Oo, ay
Ano,
nako.
Coach, the cooking papa or the cooking bachelor.
Correct. You know, if lahat yata tayo napipilitan magluto at matutong magluto.
Right.
Ngayong easy.
That's true.
So yes, thank you guys for having me. I hope that today I'm excited and nanlalamig ako kahit na this is just FB live computer lang kaharap ko, pero I'm super excited about this topic. This is very close to my heart. And I hope that we can add value today to the people who are listening, who are tuning in.
Ay ako, Coach. Manit lang to sa'yo. Sobrang effective ka. Love the way you speak. And I know you have so much in store for us. For our audience, Shirley, what will they do? Want to bring in the conversation? And before we ask our first question to Coach Val.
Ayan, yes, of course. For all of our viewers, mag-hello muna kami sa inyo. Thank you so much to our viewers. Ang dami na nila agad ng mga comments. And kahit wala pa tayong sinasabi kung ilagay nila sa comment section kung saan sila nanonood, parang naging automatic na, Ralph. So let's say hello first.
Yes.
To your audiences. So we have Ate Divine from Imus Cavite. Louie! Hi, Louie! We have also Franz Padilla. He said, awesome, Coach Val. Wow, awesome.
Hello, Franz.
We have also watching from Ormoc, Celeste, Diana, May Diaz, hello, Angela Villarreal, Shirley, hello, Mami Meg Chua is here also, Rick John, Miss Aquino, sin ko pronounce kanyang name, Miss Marge pala, Miss Marge, Emmy, ayan. So hello sa inyo lahat. For those of you po that want to participate, you can comment or you can quote some of yung mga unforgettable quotable quotes. Mamaya na i-share ni Coach Val para syempre matandaan nating lahat at the same time yung mga bago na manonood would also know kung ano yung mga important notes na na-take ninyo. We are also encouraging you guys to please do comment your questions so that we can answer them later. And of course, let's say hello to Coach Val. Lalo na din sa mga bagong papasok, just say hello, Coach Val.
Ayan. So yung first comments natin nilagay, hi Coach Val, okay, with the heart.
Yes,
okay?
with the heart.
Hello.
Let's get this started, Shirley. I have one question, Coach Val. Why are people stopping themselves from really becoming bolder in their lives?
Sorry, Ralph, can you repeat that question, please? Sorry.
Ayun. Question, a lot of us, ang dami nating gustong gawin ni execute. And execution is everything, right? That's what we learned about life. If you want to push for your agenda, your dream, execution is everything. Pero we fail to execute because we have fears, a lot of fears in us. Why do we have this kind of fears?
Yun na nga the reason why this topic is really close to my heart today is because I think that and I've seen even for the life of others and even for my own life as well, I've seen that a lot of the things that is holding us back is hindi naman galing sa labas kung hindi galing sa loob natin. I think that a lot of people wants to do something. A lot of people want to make things happen for their lives. However, sometimes, actually not sometimes, most of the time, the greatest critic is inside of us.
Mhm.
The greatest person that holds us back is us. So we want to be bold. We want to make things happen. We want to make our dreams come alive in reality. But the moment we start doing something for it, small things, big things, decisions, we critic ourselves. And we just listen to that critic. We listen to our side that tells us that that's not gonna work. You're not good enough for that. You know, that dream is too big for you, and all of these things. And to be honest, sure, there are outside factors, but the very first thing, if you really want to make things happen, is that you have to learn how to kind of hack those thoughts inside of us, no? So that makapag-decide ka, and masimulan mo siya ng maliit, pero at least nasimulan mo. So I think yun yung pinakamalaking challenge. How do we get over this self-doubt, this critic inside of us that prevents us from making bold steps and making bold decisions about what we want to happen?
Actually, ako may question lang ako. Parang you've mentioned kasi, and I think that's really true to all, no? Na yung talagang nag-i-stop sa'yo, it's not really coming from the outside. It's really from the inner self. So what do you think is the main reason why we have this kind of thinking that we do not believe in ourselves, and, parang this is something that holds us back?
I wouldn't really go far from our topic. It's self-esteem. A lot of things that a lot of reasons that you are holding back is because of your self-confidence or self-esteem, or how you see or how you esteem, yourself. Sometimes it's because of you comparing yourself to others. Sometimes it's because of your past experiences, past criticisms that you've received from others. Thing is, sometimes wala na yon, wala na, tapos na yon. It has been years ago, but our brain is so much of an expert of repeating those critics in our head.
Right.
Minsan wala nang paki sa atin yung critic, 'di ba? Pero tayo nire-replay natin ang nire-replay sa utak natin, and that is true. I mean, personally, sometimes I've experienced that too. And sometimes yun na nga sinabi ko, we unhealthily compare ourselves to others, and because of that, we sometimes that person or that group of people where you compare yourself to, they don't even know you exist, and they don't even know that you're comparing yourself to them, but we still do that.
Right.
I don't know. There's just something in our mind, in our brain, that is
Right.
so addicted to that kind, and that kind of unhealthy habits. But hopefully today, we'll be able to talk about some of the things that you can do right now today while on ECQ, or while you are there at your home. You can do something about these things, no? Para lang you won't feel helpless. Na parang, oh my gosh, I cannot do anything anymore. I cannot, I cannot make things happen for myself. And kami along with your New Bold You family, we believe we believe the contrary. We believe that every person has the right to dream and has the right to make decisions about that dream. And so hopefully today we will inch you closer to that. Kahit papaano, no? We will help you do something about that.
Na-excite ako kasi surely Coach will be sharing to us this six ba to, Coach, ano? 6 pillars.
Six
Ayan.
pillars, 6 hacks.
6 hacks that could
It's
help.
self-esteem hacks.
Yes, that could help you really improve the way you perceive yourself. Kasi that's true, Coach, what you said earlier. Our brain kasi it's a very active brain. What its job is talaga is to scan the environment and look for threats. That's why nakita tayo ng mga threats or things that could put us in danger. It stops us through the through the fear sensation. And now ngayon natatakot ka kasi hindi mo ma-interpret yung fear ngayon. And ngayon, Coach Val will be sharing to us how we can become better by creating better decisions.
I couldn't agree more, Ralph. Sorry, I'll just have to butt in right now. I'm studying a little bit of applied neuroscience nowadays, And what I realize is that our brain is an expert for keeping us alive,
Yes.
surviving. So in other
Survival.
words, ang brain natin, centuries, hundreds of centuries pa, praktisado at gamay na gamay niya na how to keep us alive. Survive.
It's primal.
In other words, primal. So in
Yes.
other words, tama ka. Our brain is so used to scanning dangers. Our brain is so used to scanning threats. And our brain is so used to mitigating those threats. So ibig sabihin, iniisip ng brain natin paano tayo magsusurvive. May threat ba? May threat, ganyan. And all of these things. Constant yan sa ating brain. Sa ating reptilian part of our brain. But we have to teach our brain how to thrive because life is not just about surviving. Siguro before, nung cavemen sila, no? Kailangan nilang mag-survive, kailangan nilang kumain, kailangan nilang umiwas na wag silang makain ng mga wildlife. Pero now, our society calls us not only to survive but to thrive as well. And so therefore, a new skill level must be learned on how to teach our brains to thrive. And I hope that, I love what New Bold University is doing because that is exactly what New Bold University is all about. All the mentors, all the coaches, all the people who has experienced failing, being depressed, being in anxiety. These people share their hearts, share their experiences so that people who are listening parang okay, that's how I can thrive. And so kaya wow, I'm all for that, Ralph, what you just said. And so yes, let's do this.
Yes.
Hey! Exciting!
Diba?
So ayan yung suggestion lang natin, Coach, dun sa ating mga viewers. If they have book or pen, you can jot this down kasi this is very important.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, on your go, Ralph, I want to share.
Go ahead, Coach.
My screen to help us kind of solidify this concepts more. Okay lang?
Sure. Take it away.
All right. Sige. Let me just do that now. So that means I won't be able to see you. Woo-hoo. Ayan. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can, Coach.
Right. Okay. So yan. So we will be talking about 6 empowering hacks to boost your self-esteem. Now, in fact, I'm going to be sharing you some of the pillars of self-esteem. And I wrote down here on my notepad a few days ago up until kanina, what could be something that we could do literally now, ngayong nasa bahay tayo para ma-boost yung ating self-esteem. No, so yan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon, and I hope that this is something that would help us, no? So para lang malaman ko, guys, I know I have my phone open and I'm looking at some of the comments right now. Sinos in a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being super duper low and 5 being sobrang high, how is your self-esteem? How would you rate your self-esteem? Please comment. Please comment ano ang rating nyo. And I want you guys to be very honest. Please be genuine. No judgment. Nobody will judge you. All of us. I'll go ahead. I'm probably a 3.5. See, on the outward, you would see me presenting, you would see me speaking. But on the inside, I would say I'm a 3.5, marami rin akong pinagdadaanan, marami akong issues about how I see myself. So, how about you? Scale of 1 to 5, saan kayo? 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest in terms of your self-esteem. Si Ralph,
Ralph, you.
4.
Mayabang.
Oo.
4.
4. Ang taas, di ba? Yan si Val, di ba? Okay, si Louis. 4, sometimes 2. Oh, si Mark, sabi niya 3. Oh, it fluctuates. Tama, tama. It actually fluctuates. Han. Oh, hi. Hi, Han. 2.5. Wow. Okay. Sige. Sino pa? Keep them coming. Aldrin says 3.
Si
Carlo, 3.
Shirley. Ano sa'yo,
Okay.
Shirley?
3 to 4. I said 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
It's
Nagpa-fluctuate.
3 4, so hindi ko alam. Depende siguro coach sa kaharap.
Tama. Tama yan. Okay. Sige. You know, guys, it would help. Tama si Shirley. It would help. Depende saan kaya. No? Depende kaya saan. Depende sa kausap. Depende sa situation. Okay, we have some people saying it's 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And the
3.
average is 3, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
3.
parang 3
Ito
We're in
coach,
the
may
middle.
2.25 pa.
Ano? May ano?
2.25.
2.25. Wow. Paki-calculate, guys.
Yeah.
2.25 na yan.
I think
Okay.
average is 3, right?
Right. Sige. So, guys, self-esteem is everybody else's concern. I mean, it's my concern, it's your concern. Even Ralph has concerns about it. Even the most confident person you know, confident looking person that you know, would probably have issues with self-esteem. And sana guys, no, we have people around us that we can be honest to, na kapag ka meron kang pinagdadaanan on how you see yourself, of how you see your self-esteem, sana meron kayong napagsasabihan. Kasi it's healthy that way, no, na, you know, it doesn't have to be everyone. It could be several people, a couple of people, or maybe even just one person that you can say na, you know what, my self-esteem is down today. What does self-esteem look like? What people see is your outward projection of your confidence. And to be honest with you, confidence is not really directly equals to self-esteem. Self-esteem is a bit more deeper. Is self-esteem is something that people might not even see. Kasi I could be here in front of you presenting, talking as if, you know, I am so full of confidence, but that's just an outward projection of my confidence. And to tell you honestly, there might be times, and I would admit to you guys that, you know, I've spoken to some crowds that I have to kind of fake my confidence kasi sa deep inside me kinakabahan ako, nangangatog ako. There was this one time when I spoke to 1,100 people. Oh my gosh, that is something. Yun yung pinakamalaking crowd na nakausap ko. I kid you not. I thought that after a few minutes to my talk, I would calm down, and I kid you not, the whole 45 minutes, my hands were cold, and I'm trying so hard not to make my voice shake. So in other words, I'm trying to project confidence. But to be honest with you, I'm scared. I feel like I am constantly being judged by the audience. And that's normal. There's it's like I said, no, it's part of our brain, but it is also needed that we address these kinds of things, no. So sa self-esteem, yan po yung ating inward perspective. How do we really see ourselves? Kapag wala pag wala na tayong kasama, kapag tayo na lang with me and myself, you and yourself, inside your room, in the mirror, you know, taking a bath, you know. Sorry for that, no. Pero minsan kasi when we are taking a shower, taking a bath, that is where we are more honest with ourselves. We are stripped of everything, our clothing, our everything. And that is where we think about, how do I really look at myself? Am I really confident? Am I really looking at myself at a very high level or a very low level? So if this is something that is a concern for you, I hope that you would listen. And if you think that some of your friends or workmates or whoever or relatives or family members needs to hear this, please invite them, share, you know, do a watch party. I don't know what you will do, but I hope that we could get this message out there. Okay? So now, a lot of the things that I will say is coming from this book, no, by NATHANIEL Branden, 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. Guys, nung binasa ko siya, well, actually, audiobook yung aking hawak. nung pinapakinggan ko siya, oh my gosh, sabi ko sa inyo, I had to pause several times because I feel like the author is talking to me. I feel like, teka muna, ituturo ko to o issue ko to? Sabi ko, mukhang akin muna to. And a lot of times, I am almost crying when I was listening to this audiobook. Kasi sabi ko, parang ako to. Parang issue ko talaga to. So, I recommend if you get a copy of this, 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. Nathaniel Branden is a counseling psychologist, psychiatrist. I think the 1970s at ang daming pinagdaanan nito sa buhay niya. He even underwent depression, several divorces. Medyo magulo buhay nito ni Nathaniel. And I guess that is why he can relate so much to people having issues with self-esteem. So having said that, let me share with you kung ano yung mga natutunan ko dito. Oh my gosh, we have people watching from Dubai and Singapore. Nakikita ko sa feeds. Sabi ni so I'll proceed na, guys. So first and foremost, let's see how Nathaniel Branden defined self-esteem in his book. He said, it is the disposition to experience oneself as competent to cope with the basic challenges of life and as worthy of happiness. Now, I want to capture two things there, no? Competent to cope and worthy of happiness. And I think and I believe that this is what self-esteem is made of. Naniniwala ka ba na kaya mo ang buhay? Tingnan mo, basic challenges of life. Naniniwala ka ba that you are equipped to be able to withstand or face the challenges that life gives you? And you would see this, that if people sometimes don't feel this, bumabagsak yung kanilang pagtingin sa sarili nila. Hindi ko kaya to. Sometimes, some of you who are watching right now, ino-offeran na kayo ng promotion. Ino-offeran na kayo ng good things, ng magagandang bagay in life. But you feel like, hindi ko kaya yan eh. That challenge, parang it's too big for me. Once you start saying that, or once you start thinking that, that's a self-esteem issue. Okay? And you know another thing that life is giving us right now? COVID-19. COVID-19 is a challenge that is not man-made. It is what life gives us right now, for better or for worse. Some of us, okay, ECQ happened and some of us are thriving. I love that, yung mga NBU community natin dyan. Oh my gosh, business are sprouting, businesses, nagluluto, nagwo-workout. Oh my, I am just so inspired to see that. But I am not blind to the fact as well that when ECQ happened, some of us felt down, felt anxious, had anxiety attacks, kept thinking about, kaya ko bang tumagal? A lot of us took evaluated our bank accounts. So yan, kaya ba natin? Kaya ba talaga nating tumagal dito? Naku, na-extend na naman. Paano na to? Paano na yung hanap buhay ko? Paano na yung trabaho ko? Paano na yung social life ko? Di ba? So, in all these things. And once this happens, ibig sabihin nito, guys, there is something, there will be now an issue on how you look at yourself. Kaya ko ba? Kaya ko ba to? Kaya ko bang tumagal? Or am I just surviving from day to day? Pumabalik ka sa survival mode, no? So this is part of your self-esteem. Now, ano naman yung worthy of happiness? Okay, so ano naman yun? Ano naman ibig sabihin nun? Worthy of happiness is when ito hindi naman about to sa challenge. Worthy of happiness is if something good happens to you. Life, syempre hindi na naman masasama ang nangyayari sa buhay natin. Sometimes life offers you opportunities. Sometimes life offers you a gift. Sometimes God gives us grace, that He gives us great opportunities to be able to shine, to thrive, an opportunity to showcase who we are, our talents. may issue tayo sa self-esteem kapag when we start saying, do I really deserve this? Hindi, wag na muna, pass na muna ako dyan. Next time na lang, hindi para sa akin yan, para lang yan sa mga mas magagaling kaysa sa akin. Si ano na lang, eto mas magaling. And all these excuses that we give ourselves, not to grab that opportunity to be happy, to thrive, to level up, and all these things that all these good things that life is bringing to you because you think I am not worthy to be happy. I'll give you something also that might ring a bell. If you are so used to relationships that have hurt you in the past, diba? Sometimes you feel like I don't think I'm worthy anymore of a good relationship. I feel like maybe I don't deserve to be happy in the area of relationship. And so magpapaka-focus na lang ako sa business or earning money or whatever. Kasi all my past experiences with relationships, they never valued me. They hurt me mentally, emotionally, physically, verbally. They abused me. And so I don't think I'm deserving of somebody who is good. And so I don't deserve to be happy. Diba? Is that something that you've said to yourself? And I'm getting personal here. You feel like you are no longer worthy of happiness in a certain area of your life. You gave up on yourself in that area. Diba? So that is self-esteem as well. And what happens is that we self-harm. That's what happens. We look for people unconsciously whom we feel would hurt us. Ha? Ito sobra, nung na-realize ko to, oh my, this is true. This is, at some point in my life, this might be true. At some point in many of your lives, this might be true. Sometimes you expose yourself to things that would actually harm you. It may be people, it may be relationships, it may be circumstance, it may be even you just doing harm to yourself. And the reason for that is because your self-esteem is bagsak na. Bagsak, you don't feel like you deserve to be happy. Okay? So if you can relate to that, I want you to know that there is hope. There is something that you can do to address these things. No? So to summarize, two things. Self-esteem are two things. Self-efficacy, kaya ko to. Kaya ko yung challenge ng life. And self-respect. Ito yung worthy of happiness. You deserve it. Okay? Not because you are good, but because God is allowing you to experience this thing because you are worthy of that, right? Because you have been created and loved by God. And I want just to emphasize that kind of faith aspect to it, no? Because sometimes if we look at things that kasi magaling ako, minsan naman yumayabang naman tayo. You know, I deserve this because I'm so good, you know. Sometimes it puff us up, no? So hindi naman tama. But I want you to understand self-efficacy and self-respect is something that you should take a look at when you are talking about self-esteem. And anong nangyayari minsan? I want you to see the vicious cycle of self-esteem. If self-esteem is a battery, okay, para siyang battery, nanggagaling yung charge ng battery sa mga achievements natin, our goals. So in fact, kapag ka nananalo ka in life, na-charge yung self-esteem mo, di ba? Kaya nga minsan, depende sa situation. Sabi nyo nga kanina. So in situations where you are winning, so ibig sabihin, tumadagdag yung self-esteem, nagiging more confidence ka, dumadagdag yung self-esteem battery mo, na full charge ka. No? And so, it affects how you think. No? Parang, gagalingan ko palalo. Wow, grabe. Ganyan. So, na-challenge ka palalo kasi nga ang ganda nung nangyayari. However, the sad part, that's why I call this vicious cycle, is kapag nag-try ka, tas hindi ka nanalo. Pag negative yung nangyari, whether it's on the relationships, whether it's in your career, in your business, and all areas of your life. Kapag hindi mo nare-reach yung goals mo, obviously, it also drains your self-esteem. Kasi nga, para siyang battery. Hanggang malobat ka, and now it affects how you think. And once it affects how you think, guess what? it affects your actions. It manifests. Yung mga mabababa po ang self-esteem, obviously naapektuhan din how they take action towards their dreams, their goals, nawawala na sila ng gana. Sometimes they don't take action na. Ganun na nangyayari sa kanila. Okay? Sabi ni Nathaniel Branden, since self-esteem is a consequence, a product of internally generated practices, we cannot work on self-esteem directly, neither our own nor anyone else. So, medyo, kaya siya vicious cycle, no? Kasi ang hirap, kasi ang mangyayari pala nito, Val, is that our self-esteem will only depend on our results. So, oh man, that's so sad kasi wala na eh. Wala, lalo na kapag hindi naman maganda yung results mo. Magano ka na, tawag namin spiral down. You will now spiral down, di ba? To negativity and the negative perspective about yourself. So, wala na. So, hindi mahirap natin i-work yung self-esteem directly. At least, mahirap siya i-sustain. Kasi pwede mong isipin, think positive lang. Think positive, think positive. Eh, nagfe-fail ka. Tapos nag-fail ka ulit. Tapos nag-fail ka. Wala eh. Kahit minsan, kahit anong think positive ang gawin mo, minsan nauubos yung think positive. Or it helps that you affirm yourself, but if goals are not being reached or not being met, minsan minsan na-burn out ka, kaka-affirm, minsan sumusuko ka, 'di ba? So what we want to do is to hack this vicious cycle. There should be something that we can do here to kind of affect how we think, so that it affects our actions, so that if it affects our actions, hopefully it affects our goals, and hopefully it affects our self-esteem hanggang sa makuha natin yung momentum. Gets nyo? Parang gina-jump start mo siya. Parang, paano pagbagsak? Okay, then, dito tayo papasok on how we think. Ayan, dyan yung hack. Kasi, hindi naman natin pwedeng i-hack directly self-esteem. Yung goals natin, yung iba po, ganun yung ginagawa. Hinahack nila yung goals. Anong ginagawa nila? Minsan, dinadaya nila para ma-feel nila, ay, panalo ko, ganyan. Minsan, they take shortcuts. But you know what? It affects also self-esteem. I'll tell you why later. I'll tell you why. No? Pag dinadaya mo yung goal mo, pwede, okay, nanalo ako, ganyan-ganyan. Kaya minsan, some people are so focused on winning. Guys, winning is not everything. It's about you, what you are becoming as you win. It's not just winning. Not because you are winning in life, that means your self-esteem is good. Okay? Sometimes, some winners, when you talk to them, they're so down. Why is it that sometimes some successful people, when you talk to them on a personal level, sometimes they don't feel they are enough? You know, some famous celebrities that we know took their own life. Isn't it? In the past 5 years, makikita nyo, no? Yung mga ibang celebrities took their life. Why? They feel like all this success, all this it's not enough. It's not who I am. Why? Because hindi na target yung totoo eh. How they really think of themselves. Okay? So remember, not because you're winning, you have high self-esteem. Maybe you look like on the outside, maybe you look like, oh my gosh, this guy, this lady, grabe, no? Grabe success. But deep inside, that's what you really have to check. Diyan ang totoong mental health when you are alone with yourself. And so we hack how we think. Right? I hope so far so good, guys. So we now proceed to the 6 empowering hacks to boost your self-esteem. Empowering because you can do something about this. You can do something about this today. Kaya siya empowering. All right? Number 1, the practice of living consciously. Okay? The mind always is about consciousness. Okay? Are you the type who's living your life right now zombie? Para kayong zombie. Can you give me examples? I don't know, Ralph, Shirley, can you give me an example of of uh of a practice that we do na para tayong zombie. Para tayong we're not living life consciously. Para tayong nagsisleepwalk. What is that? Sige, para lang makarelate.
Parang from the past experiences,
Hmm.
yung sa work ko,
Yeah.
na parang kasi since it's part of your life anymore, parang pagka wala ka ng sense or hindi mo na nakikita yung sarili mo sa ginagawa mo, then
Right.
it tend to be parang yung hinahata ka na lang talaga.
Yes.
Na-drag ka talaga just to perform your job, but your heart is not there anymore.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
wala ka na ng sense of purpose of
Yes.
what you're doing.
Yes. Parang yung feeling na hinahatak mo na lang yung sarili mo sa trabaho mo.
That's right.
And zombie mode ka na. So time in, pasok, do whatever it needs to be done, check, uwi, kain, tulog, repeat. 1,000 times.
May ganyan akong moment nun.
Ay nako. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys can relate, no. And it's sad. It's sad. Many people
Mental torture, coach.
Many people are suffering from that. Na parang, sige na nga, para wala, kailangan kumain 'di ba? I mean, we need money, and that's true. I mean, to some extent, that is true. I mean, we need money to live, and so we just do whatever we need to do like a zombie, not knowing. Ano pa? Can you give me examples of how it is to sleepwalk like a zombie through life? Daily activities. Ano pa? Si Ralph, mukhang tatahimik. Napapamuni-muni ka na ba dyan?
Napapamuni-muni ang coach.
Napapamuni ka na ba?
For a season talaga, like, yung pagising mo, tapos niyan, you do the same things, you drive the same directions, you eat the same food, and then parang you lose your self-respect along the way. Parang ganun. And then, you just mindlessly you go to Facebook, and then because you feel na you're not you don't feel na you're happy about yourself, you post something for you to be cool and worthy of admiration, and then nakuha mo yung dopamine shot na yun, and then you go back, right? And then nothing concrete, it feels like it's just a routine, you don't have that self-respect.
Oh my gosh, shots fired.
That's right.
I can relate. I like what you said about social media or Facebook or Instagram. When you start mindlessly scroll through your feeds, scrolling, and the last thing you know, it's 3 hours and you're still scrolling.
Yes.
And just watching, and that's, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with social media. There's something wrong when we consume social media like a zombie. There is something wrong there. Social media in itself, there are a lot of rich contents there. We are in social media right now. There's nothing wrong with social media. It's just a platform. But how we use it, if we begin to become mindlessly scrolling like a zombie in our social media, not knowing why we are scrolling in the first place, there's something wrong.
Right.
And that is the practice of living consciously. That's what it's saying. Your mind is constantly seeking for the truth. Your mind is constantly seeking for awareness. Yan yung term na hinahanap ko. Awareness and truth. Your mind is constantly seeking that. If we are numbing our minds, and not knowing ano ba ang totoo, ano ba ang nangyayari sa akin ngayon. So, pag hindi na natin namamalayan, anong oras na ba? Ano bang dapat kong ginagawa ngayong araw? Ano bang dapat kong ina-accomplish? Pag nawawala na 'yon, bakit ba ako nandito? Bakit ko ba ginagawa 'to? Pag nawawala na 'yon, wala na. You are merely sleepwalking through life. So that's a concept. Okay? The hack is, I would recommend, so there are a lot of books about habits, about small habits, and I believe in small habits, no. One small habit that you could do is that when you wake up in the morning, Siyempre, alam mo, pwede rin in the evening. When you wake up, and when you sit in your bed, no? Ipasok nyo to. Pikit kayo, listen to your breath, okay? Kasi your breath is always with you eh. Kaya nataka ka, bakit lahat ng mindfulness exercises parating may hininga? You know why? Because your breath is always with you. It's there. It's one thing that is constant in our lives, our breath. Hanggat may hininga ka, it reminds you that, oh my, I'm existing. I'm alive. Okay? So listen to your breath. Close your eyes. Ito pagkagising mo, think about your intentions for today. Ano dapat ang gagawin ko today? Ano yung mga gusto kong ma-accomplish? And it doesn't have to be mind-blowing, guys. It could be as simple as, today, I want to bake cupcakes for my kids. Today, I want to listen to New Bold University's webinar. And it doesn't have to be many. What is your intention for today? Because sometimes you wake up and you scroll through your feeds and you let your Facebook feeds dictate your schedule. There is zero intentionality on what you want to do. You know, Facebook might be robbing you from being intentional about life. And so, pagkagising mo bukas, or mamaya, pwede pang humabol, after lunch, close your eyes, what is your intention? And you know, pro tip, this is what I do. Today, I pray. Today, Lord, what is it that you want me to do today? It is amazing when you partner with God, your creator, in asking, Lord, I have intentions, but what is your intention for me today? Oh my gosh, it just takes that to a whole new level. That intentionality, that consciousness, pagka medyo, and I'm not saying na pag isang pikit nyo, maririnig nyo kagad si Lord, no? It takes practice, it takes a lot of prayer kasi ano tayo we are a generation that is so noisy, no? And in order for us to even hear ourselves, let alone hear God, we need to remove all that noise. Pero as a quick hack, yun lang muna. Pagising mo, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, pagbigyan mo, give this gift to yourself. Close your eyes. Today, what are my intentions? Think about that. Walang bayad yon, libre yon. You can do it later. You can do it tomorrow. So far, so good. All right. So that's practice number 1. Practice number 2, the practice of self-acceptance. Ayan. Ano ba yung bakit ba may issue tayo ng self-acceptance? Ano ba yung self-acceptance? The refusal to be an enemy of yourself. Yung iba sa inyo, the reason why you have self-esteem issues is because you are an enemy to yourself. Don't get me wrong. Hindi ko sinasabing saktan mo yung sarili mo or whatever. But to some extent, yes. You know, I've had several coaching sessions and I'm just listening, no? Isa sa mga pinakauna kong tinatanong, so anong gusto mong ma-achieve? Anong goals mo in life or in the span of the coaching session? Or dyan sa career mo, anong goal mo? Yan, ang mga unang question ko yan sa tao. And then, alam mo, naririnig ko, ito goal ko, Val Tas ito. Kaso no? Kaso, ang hirap. Kaso, ayaw ko ba? Kaya ko yan. Kaso, alam mo na, tamad kasi ko. Kaso, sabi ko, teka. Wala ka pang kaaway. Kaaway mo na kagad sarili mo. Tinatapal mo na yung sarili mo. Wala pang umaaway sa'yo. Wala pang nagdi-discourage sa'yo. Okay? Ikaw na mismo, ino-offeran. Ang tanong ko lang sa'yo, what is your goal? Wala pa akong sinasabing what is the hindrance to your goal. Your mind is so creative at creating hindrances and excuses to your goals. Why? You refuse to be a friend to yourself. And these are the 3 levels of self-acceptance. Level 1, be on your side muna. No? Wag mo naman muna awayin yung sarili mo. Alam mo minsan, ito yun ang galing natin magpayo sa friends natin. No? Na, okay lang yan. No? Pag kami nangyayaring masama, okay lang yan. Ang hirap naman kasi talaga ng sitwasyon mo, friend. kahit sino naman, talagang mahihirapan doon, etc., etc. Ang galing natin bigay ng advice. Pero pag tayo na, kasi naman, ang tanga-tanga ko, ganun tayo sa sarili natin. And we're not even on our side. We are not our kakampi. Diba? And it's so sad, no? Hindi ako galit, nagpapaliwanag lang. Because I've experienced this myself, guys. This is something personal to me. Level 2, willingness to experience without denial. What does this mean? Kapag galit ka, experience mo lang, galit ako. Kapag nagsiselos ka, experience mo, nagsiselos ako. Kapag discouraged ka or you're down, experience mo lang. Huwag mong i-deny sa sarili mo even the negative things that you're experiencing. Kung masaya ka, i-experience mo lang. Huwag mong i-deny sa sarili mo na, ay, ang saya-saya ko. Hindi, wag na, bawal. Wag. Don't be too happy. Val, shut up. You're not a friend to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to experience your emotions. Okay? You're not accepting yourself fully. No wonder your self-esteem is damaged. Because the moment you get mad, we have all this, you have all this, what do you call this? Litany to ourselves why we shouldn't be mad. If we are jealous, okay, we have all this litany to ourselves. Dapat ikaw jealous, masama yan, masama yan. I'm not saying that being mad, being jealous are good things. I'm just saying allow yourself to experience that because all human beings experience that. If you're not experiencing being jealous, being mad, being angry, being furious, being disappointed, check mo, baka hindi ka tao, baka hindi mo kailangan tong self-esteem na to. But if you experience that, allow yourself. That's level 2. Okay? Level 3 is having compassion towards myself. Okay? Having compassion means put yourself in your shoes. I know this is weird. I know this is weird. Put yourself in your shoes. Ang weird nito di ba akin ngayon? Yun na nga that's the problem. You are being too hard on yourself sometimes. And that is the reason why you do not have compassion to yourself because you're so hard. You are your number one critic. Guys, I'm not saying don't challenge yourself. That's a different thing. Okay? Challenging yourself, saying words to challenge yourself are different. The language of challenging yourself is very different from the language of criticizing and putting yourself down. So I just want to make that a very distinct difference. Also, acceptance is not tolerance. Doesn't mean that you accept your anger, you accept your jealousy, you accept your shortcomings. Doesn't mean you're tolerating it, guys. Minsan pinaghahalo natin Kaya ayaw nating i-accept kasi kala natin, naku, so ibig sabihin, tama to. Ito tolerate ko to. No, relax. Acceptance is not tolerance. In fact, it's the opposite. You want to change something, you have to accept it, that it's happening to you. You cannot change what you do not accept in you. If you accept the things, if you accept the things that is negative about you, then you can begin changing it. Yes, Ralph, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I really agree with that. Basically, if we are in sync and in acceptance of what's happening around us, if we don't resist things from happening, we have peace and we have peace of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want it any other way than what it is now.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, nauubos po yung energy natin kaka-self-deny natin. So let's start practicing self-acceptance. Nakakaubos ng energy, willpower yan. Trust me, kaya ka burned out at the end of the day because you're trying so hard to self-deny. Okay? So let me move on, no? Bago pa kung ano-anong mahugot natin dyan. Let me move on to the next practice. Number 3, the practice of self-responsibility. Ay, nako, ito. Sobrang relevant ngayon, Ralph. No? Kaya sobrang gusto ko itong pag-usapan natin ngayong ECQ. Guys, there are many things in this life that you cannot control. There are many things in COVID-19 that you cannot control. In fact, you cannot control the ayuda of your mayors. You cannot control that. You cannot control the government. You cannot control the virus spreading. You cannot control that. You can pray for that. Yes, please do pray for that. Please pray for your mayors and your government officials, for DOH. Please pray. They need that. They need all the prayers that we can offer. But guys, apart from prayer, we cannot control anything in those things. It is important that we define the areas that we can control. Once we define the areas that we can control, we practice self-responsibility. Oops. By the way, sorry. I have to get back. Sorry. I forgot. One hack that you can do today. Sorry. One hack that you can do today. Ask yourself, one thing that I can forgive myself of today. What can you forgive yourself of today? Patawarin mo sarili mo. Minsan, gumagawa ka ng mga mali and di mo matanggap. Pag di mo matanggap, di mo mapatawad. Ask yourself, what can I forgive myself of today? Sorry, move on tayo. Nakalimutan ko. Baka mamaya hindi nila magawa. So yan po ang self-acceptance. Next, balik tayo. Self-responsibility. What is it that you can control today? Okay? And babalik na naman tayo sa sa mga habits, no? So self-responsibility is the sense of control over my existence. Kaya bumabagsak ang self-esteem natin because our eyes, our perspective is focused on the things that we cannot control. Oh no, yung virus, dumadami yung cases. Oh no, yung government natin is not responding properly. Oh no, worldwide, it's chaos. Oh no, ganyan. Why? Your eyes, 70% of your energy is focused on the things that you cannot control and you fret about and you cry about it. I'm not saying you turn a blind eye about it. I'm saying you look at it and then you tell it, okay, I can control that. Wala akong magagawa dyan. I mean, if it's spreading, it's spreading. Question is, what can I do for my life? And sometimes we avoid that question because we know that if we start asking that question, that means you're gonna move. That means you're gonna take action. And the reason why you don't ask that question is you're scared to move. You're scared that if the camera all of a sudden turns to you, you don't know what to do. And so what you do is you turn the camera back to the things that you cannot control. Sila na lang panoorin natin. Parang boxing, parang basketball. Hindi mo makontrol, basta nanonood lang ako. Tapos nagko-comment. Yun ang nangyayari sa atin. Ngayong lalo na ngayong ECQ. Yung camera natin nakatutok sa kanila. Now again, I'm not saying we don't comment. Again, I'm not saying we don't give our opinions. But we're talking about self-esteem here. Our opinions about them doesn't change our self-esteem. Okay? So, one hack. Yan. So in other words, you focus on things that you can control, that you make you feel that you can actually make things happen for your life. Okay? So, okay, one tip that I could give you is practice a small habit. Super small. It's ridiculously small. It's almost embarrassing to practice it. Okay lang. Wala naman nakakaalam eh. I'll give you a tip. Right now, I'm practicing a very simple habit that I'm not even posting in Facebook because it's so super duper simple. After I set foot on the floor when I wake up, I do 10 push-ups. It's humiliating. I know it's 10 push-ups is pang weakling ganyan and all of that. Wala, it's not even post-worthy. But I don't care. It's a small habit that reminds me I am still in control of my health. I can do something about my health, and all these things. I know it might be 5 push-ups for some. It might be 3 jumping jacks for some. It might be drinking 3 glasses of water as soon as you wake up for some. I don't care what that is. Create a small habit. Guys, the temptation is to make it big. Not yet. The goal, iba yon. Pag big habits, iba yon. Iba-ibang goal nun, okay? If you feel like confident about it, go, make big habits around it. But in an area of your life that you feel like wala kang control, like your, fitness or whatever, small, very small, it's ridiculously small, it's almost humiliating to post about it in FB. Ayan, ganun siya ka-small, okay? Start doing that. Why? Because in those small habits, you will feel that at least in this area in my life, I have control over. And trust me, that monitor that. Trust me, if you do that over and over and over and over again, the mindset of control will come back, and you will even do bonus reps. So, ibig sabihin, kapag 10 push-ups yan, kapag medyo tumaas yung confidence mo, nandito na ako sa floor, dagdagan ko nga, gawin kong 15. Ganun yon. Tataas yung ano nyo. Anong nangyayari? Remember, self-efficacy and self-respect, nadadagdagan yung self-efficacy mo. So, nangyayari, kaya ko pala 10 ah. I'll add 2 more. Ayan. And wag mo na i-record yung bonus na lang yung 2. Ang i-record mo sa habit mo, yung 10 lang. I-record mo yung additional kapag kaya mo na talaga siyang i-master. So, 2 months after. Ganoon, mga ganon. No? So yan ang tip ko sa inyo. Pwede yung gawin yan even right now. Okay? Let's move on to the fourth. So far, so good. Okay, 12 minutes na lang. Okay, thank you. Shirley, bibilisan ko na. The practice of self-assertiveness. Okay, naaliw ako kasi this is very close to my heart. Self-assertiveness. The practice of self-assertiveness means you have to live authentically, to speak and act from your innermost convictions and feelings. Paano nagmamanifesto? Alam niyo yung minsan, guys, na meron kang moment na you wanna speak up, and then ang sabi mo sa sarili mo, wag na lang, nakakahiya. Hindi naman siguro kailangan. Baka hindi naman nila kailangan marinig. Or baka kaya na nila yan, sila na lang mag-speak. Wag na lang, hindi naman importante yung opinion ko. Okay? Well, sometimes that is true. Sometimes also it's damaging to you. Okay? Ako po yan. I have wants, I have needs, I have values. Okay? And sometimes those wants, needs, and values needs to be spoken out. Okay? Kailangan in the right platform, no? Wag naman bastos, wag naman inappropriate. But in the right platform, in the right ways, those wants, needs, and values needs to be speak out, no? Kailangan spoken, maano mo siya, masabi mo siya. Sometimes in my Facebook, I post my wants and my dreams, and gusto kong bumili ng oven, Sometimes it just needs to be spoken out there, and there's nothing wrong with you saying that. I want to become this certified whatever, ganyan. Ito yung pangarap ko sa buhay. Write it down. And that's my tip. No? Kasi there are external expectations. People expect you to be, not saying that. Ang dami, guys, no, sa Facebook, no, ang daming articles na, don't put this, don't post this, don't post that. Huwag kayo maniwala doon. You want something, you need something, you value something, creatively express it. Basta appropriate lang, hindi nakakasakit, hindi nang-aapak ng ibang tao. Go express it. Tell them what you want. Tell them your dreams. Tell them your values. Tell them, you don't need to be hurtful when saying those things. Express yourself. Kasi the reason why yung self-esteem natin hindi nadadamage is because we don't know how to express ourselves properly. Akala natin, when we start to assert ourselves, it's hurtful. Maybe it's hurtful because hindi tayo sanay. Sanayin mo yung sarili mo. You share it. O kahit wag mo na sa social media, with your friends, with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your partner. I don't care. Express. No? So that is my tip. If you can do something today, share what you love, vlog about it, write about it, share it to the public, or if you are shy, your vlog, your video, or your article, share it to your close friends, or maybe to a group, no? Ganun lang muna. Hindi mo kailangan i-public muna. Basta ang importante na share mo mga passions mo, mga values mo, mga needs mo, mga wants mo, no? I'm so happy that some of the groups in Facebook, I get to share some of my wants and needs and values. Right? Okay. Before I go to the fifth one, eto lang, no? Nag-uusap si Alice in Wonderland, no? Sabi ni Alice in Wonderland kay Cheshire Cat, I'm lost. What road do I take? Ang sabi ni Cheshire Cat, depende. Where are you going? Ang sabi ni Alice in Wonderland, I don't know. Lost nga ako eh. Ang sabi ni Cat, then it doesn't matter. If you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. Anong sabi ni Alice in Wonderland? Ang taray. Ayan. Oo. So, why am I showing you this? Because the fifth practice is the practice of living purposefully. Okay? Living purposefully. Ano yan? Okay? Umulit lang. Okay. Living purposefully is knowing what on earth are you here for? Ano ba ang role ko dito sa mundo? Bakit ba ako nandito? When you start asking the why of your existence, that is purpose. Ang lalim nun, di ba? Ang lalim na concept nun. Baka kailangan mo ng retreat para gawin yon. Kaya, ang tip ko sa inyo, okay I know I'm being a strengths evangelist here. Take Strengths Finder. Okay? Bakit? Once you understand your talents, okay, what you are made of deep inside, and it's positive. Ganun kasi yung Strengths Finder, guys. If you take it, it's a positive affirmation of who you are. You begin to realize, maybe I am made for a purpose. And the truth is, yes, you are. You are made for a purpose by God. Hindi po aksidente may talent ka. And you don't need to compare those talents with other people. The next step I want you to do is, okay, take Strengths Finder, no? Guys, trust me, it's the best 1,000 pesos you will ever invest. $20 po yun, 1,000 plus pesos. Ay nako, bumibili ka ng kung ano-ano, bilhin mo yon, okay? Online. And then next tip ko sa inyo, pray. Now, Lord, now that I know my talents, now that I know my strengths, how will I use this? Saan mo ko dadalhin? And all this, para saan to? Those kinds of questions. That will begin your journey to self-purpose. Bakit yun ang tip ko? Ganun po exactly ang ginawa ko. Exactly, like that. No? Because of Strengths Finder, nayugyug ako ni Lord na parang, huy, I made you for a purpose. Because before zombie po ako. Promise, zombie lang talaga ako. Wala akong iniintindi. Basta kung ano lang ang uso or saan lang ako hatakin ng buhay. Okay? So yan ang living purposely. Ayun na, tapos na tayo, sorry. 6, the practice of self-integrity. Okay, ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina, na kapag dinaya niyo yung goals nyo, maapektuhan pa rin ang self-esteem nyo. Bakit? Kasi deep inside you, meron kang ideals, convictions, standards, and belief. Meron yan. Kahit hindi mo binaverbalize, meron yan. Meron kang nafe-feel na, mali itong ginagawa ko. Hindi, tama to. Meron kang ganyan. Okay? And once you go against it, you will damage your self-esteem. What do I mean? Okay? What do I mean by that? Your actions and your ideals, convictions, standards, and belief should affect your actions and behaviors. If the opinion of others is more important than your own opinion about yourself. Kasi ginajudge mo yung sarili mo, di ba? Sinasabi mo na, mali yun, pero okay lang. Para masabi lang nung iba na panalo ako or successful ako, dayain na lang natin. Okay? Once you do that, what you are essentially saying is other people's opinion about me is more important than my opinion about myself. Once you do that, tingnan mo, essentially what you're saying, I'm not important, they are more important. Guess what will happen to your self-esteem? You are not important. Tahimik ka na lang. But Val, your integrity says you do not have to cheat your way. Hindi na importante yun. Basta makita ni Ralph, successful ako. Basta makita ni Shirley, ang galing-galing ko. Hindi na importante kahit daya yun. See, you are going against yourself.
Yes.
And what happens is that mas importanteng opinion niya, to some extent, yes, people will perceive you as confident and successful, but at the end of the day, you will feel bad about yourself, it will damage your self-esteem, it will backfire on you. That's the sad truth of integrity. And so if you don't practice self-integrity, your self-esteem will suffer. Hack. What's the hack? Okay? Tip number 1, super important. Ngayong may time ka magmuni-muni, list your core values. Ano ibig sabihin nun? what are the top 5 or 7, less than 10 lang sana, that are in your life that are most important to you? Ano yung mga values mo sa buhay? Okay? That are super important to you. I did that and I made that my success measurement, no? So lista mo yung core values mo, yun lang. Total, marami ka namang time ngayon magmuni-muni. Magmuni-muni ka. Ano bang importante sa akin? Importante ba sa akin na yumaman? There's nothing wrong with that. Importante ba sa akin ang family ko? Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Importante ba sa akin ang my education? Is that important? Yan, mga ganun. Expertise. Be honest with yourself. What are the values that is valuable to you and might not be to everyone else? Okay? And once you list that down, yun lang muna. Kapag nalista mo yun, natapos ang ECQ, good na yun. Okay? Why? Because at least you know what you stand for. Guys, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. Okay? Yun lang yun. Marami nang nagsabi niyan, no? Stand for something. Stand for something and at least stand for the values and beliefs that you have. Because if you don't, wala. Kahit saan, masisway ka. Kung ano yung sa tingin nila dapat mong gawin, yun naman ang gagawin mo. Bakit? Wala eh. Wala kang self-integrity. You're not accountable to yourself. Okay? So ang shortcut po niyan is CAR-API. Okay? Six empowering hacks. Number 1, consciously. Living consciously, letter C. Number 2, letter A, acceptance. Practice of self-acceptance. Number 3, responsibility, the practice of self-responsibility. So CAR. Next 3 is another A, assertiveness, self-assertiveness. No? Okay? Are you able to say something about your wants, needs, and values? Number 5, purpose. Living purposefully, letter P. Okay? So, may direction ba ang buhay natin? Okay? Have you ever had that conversation with yourself where you ask yourself, why are you existing? Okay? Ang tip ko dyan, take StrengthsFinder and pray about it. And last is integrity or self-integrity.
Right.
CARAPI. Okay? So yan yung ating 6 empowering hacks to boost your self-esteem. Sabi ni Bronnie Ware, sa top 5 regrets of the dying, ang pinaka number 1 regret ng tao bago siya mamatay, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. I
Amen.
hope you had that courage today. Na sana kaya kong kontrolin yung buhay ko in a certain extent. Sana I can have the courage to express myself, to live a life that is true to myself on how God has created me. Okay? And last final word ko before we do kind of a Q&A kung meron, no? Sabi ni Os Guinness, I live before the audience of one. Before others, I have nothing to prove, nothing to gain, and nothing to lose. Guys, you only have an audience of one. Your creator. Okay? You have nothing to please, no one to please except him. In fact, let me tell you this. He's already pleased about you. Well, you know why? He created you, for goodness sakes. The reason why he created you is because he wants to have a relationship with you. And so, siya lang ang audience mo. Siya lang ang dapat mong i-please. If you start forcing yourself to please other people, that is when your self-esteem starts to go down. And those practices hopefully would give you back, you know, your worth, your esteem. All right? So that's it, guys. That's it. I hope that is something that is adding value to you. Back to you guys if may questions. I'm gonna end my screen share now. Okay lang?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Ayan. Hi, everyone.
Woo! Sorry.
No problem, Coach.
Habang tinitingnan ko yung minomonitor ko yung nasa comment section natin, wala silang questions eh. It's really more of quoting your quotable quotes and then learning from you.
Yes, that's
They
great.
really enjoyed it. And I think you really give them a value bomb learnings for today. It really helped them to be more confident and value the self-esteem, like what you've said.
Yes. Okay, guys. First of all, Coach Val, thank you very much for the presentation. Ha? Talagang damang-dama ko yung passion mo sa presentation mo na You are clearly, you're relating it to your story and talagang marami kang nahugot doon ng mga life story, parts of your life story. Coach, marami dito ang gusto magtanong. If, let's encourage our viewers to say thanks, Coach Val. Ayan, if you've learned one or two from his, ako definitely a lot. Please put in the comment section, thanks, Coach Val. Ayan.
Thank you,
May
guys.
kasulat daw si Divine sa dami na natutunan niya, Coach.
Sulat daw, Coach. Nakagawa na ata ng libro sa Ate Divine.
Alright.
Sulat na yan.
Shirley, may tanong ako sa iyo before, kasi wala pang mga nandito, mga puro steaks. Pagpapasalamat yung mga tao dito. Ikaw, Shirley, what is your most favorite hack na sinare ni Coach?
Yung life hack. Parang ang dami nila. But it's really more of sa akin, Catch, for self-esteem. It's really more of forgiving yourself and knowing your mistake. Forgive your mistake, become aware of that mistake so that you can forgive yourself and then heal.
Totoo yan.
Kasi I think it's really more of,
oh my.
babalik ka dun sa sugat mong yun.
Yeah,
kung hindi mo i-close.
Oh my.
So I think that's very important hack, Coach, na natutunan ko from your talk today.
Yes. Oh my. You know what? Oh man, this is lahat yan, hacks na yan. It is true for me. Kaya sobrang pasensya na medyo nag-overtime yata tayo. Pero that is so true to me. There was a time in my life that I forgot to forgive myself. That I felt like, so I've hurt somebody, no? So I've hurt somebody. And that somebody, I'm imagining, is making these wrong decisions in life because of me. So, I don't know if that is too mayabang of me to think about it now. Dahil lang dun sa ginawa mo, lahat na ng niya. But whatever, no? For whatever reason, I feel like because I did not forgive myself of that mistake, I felt like I am responsible for that person's wrong decisions. Kasi na-hurt ko siya, baka nangyari sa mind niya or whatever. One time, God told me, Val, why are you not forgiving yourself? I have forgiven you. I tell you the truth. It brought me to tears. And I began the journey of starting to forgive myself. And because of that, forgiving myself, it gave me freedom.
Right.
Na parang, that person is an adult. That person makes decisions on her own. And so, despite the fact na nagkaroon ng bad engagement there, alam mo yun, and it's no longer your responsibility. And so, forgive yourself. Sobrang importante, guys. Oh man.
Forgiving yourself is a liberating act of self-love. Because once you forgive yourself, you allow yourself to be human, knowing that you don't have to be perfect, right? Kasi it stems out talaga from this concept of perfection, yung not forgiving yourself because you know better, but when you allow yourself to be a real human being, that you also grow along the way, you learn along the way, you allow yourself you forgive yourself, knowing that maybe that I need to change and improve myself for the better.
And siguro,
I love that.
If I may add, especially when you forgive yourself kasi you allow yourself to be vulnerable.
True.
Diba? And I think being vulnerable is something that is parang becoming yourself more empowered.
Right.
On your vulnerable state.
Yeah. When you become vulnerable, the very first person who accepts you is you.
Yeah.
It's not actually when you become, for example, if I become vulnerable to Ralph, it's not so much that Ralph will accept me, but it is me accepting myself so much that I am able to share it to Ralph. Diba? Right. I'm vulnerable enough to tell Ralph that, hey, you know what, Ralph, I suffer from this, I've struggled with this.
And ang sarap kasi, Coach, na when you're in your vulnerable state, you love yourself more, you value yourself more, and then you're gonna see that other people will also start loving you and valuing you for the
exactly for who you are. And so in effect, tingnan mo Shirley, in effect you are actually surrounding yourself with the right people and getting rid of the wrong people in your life.
Right.
if you start putting your real, genuine self out there, some
Yeah.
people will begin to unfollow you. Okay, fine, no problem with that. No problem with that. God bless them. Hindi naman lahat tayo built for chami-chami for each other. But the more important thing is that you surround yourself with people who will love you and accept you for who you are and support you no matter what. And again, sorry hindi po ako bayad ng New Bold University, but this is why I love New Bold University,
That's
because
right, Coach.
it creates a community who just accepts people and
No
supports
judgment.
people. No judgment. I love it.
Very genuine.
Hindi,
Coach,
hindi ako
may isa
bayad
din
ni
po
Raz.
ano. Kaya join us in the new bold. Okay ba yun, Raz? Ayan, may isang question dito, Coach, from Celeste Barquera. Sabi niya, easily said and done. How to build a habit? Find it hard to be consistent daw kasi.
Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Habits are
That's
so hard.
I think that's another topic din, Coach. Medyo mahaba-haba talaga tong habits.
Oo.
na concept.
Mahaba bang usapan yung habit na yan. But Celeste, one tip is, sometimes we get too excited because we wanna build a habit. So for example, I'll give you an example. Last year, 2019 October, I joined the Spartan race, and sobra akong excited, and I said to myself, I'm gonna magbubuhat ako ng mga malalaking gulong and all of these things, and I'm gonna be a gym rat and all these things, and magkakamuscle ako and all these things. And number one, thank God I was able to join the Spartan race last year. But guess what? I wasn't able to build that habit. I didn't really become a gym rat, And you know what I realized is that when you start building habits, I know excited ka, pero start small. Start small. Start easy, start small. Because if you think of big habits kaagad, okay, ang laki ng energy na bubus mo doon, sustainability-wise, habits is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Remember that. Habits is all about sustainability, repeatability. Habits, di ba?
Let's see, yeah.
One time, big time will not cut it. So in other words, design habits, like I said, it's so easy, it's ridiculously easy, it's almost embarrassing. Okay? Design habits that way. Na ngayon, nung na-realize ko na ang hirap maging gym rat, simple lang habit ginawa ko. Every Sunday, I run with my friends in UP. That's it. Number one, it's easy because I am with my friends. Number two, it's just running. You know what? It evolved. After running, nagkaroon na kami ng other exercises at kung ano-ano. Na-stop lang yun dahil nagsimula mag-ECQ. But we were really having fun. I personally was having fun. Just simply running 5 rounds in UP every Sunday. And then, pinush namin one time dahil may nalilate. Inaantay namin sila. Nagiging 10 rounds. Ang galing. So, if you want to build a habit, that's it. Nung nagkaroon ng ECQ or hindi ako nakakaran sa UP, I run in the parking lot. That's it. So, parking lot namin. It's boring. It looks boring. Parang ano ba yung parking lot? Wala namang exciting things to see dyan. Wala eh. It's not for others. It's for myself. I'm just building habits for myself. If you start getting excited into building large habits, you will fail because it is too hard for you to sustain. Start small. Start very ridiculously small.
I agree.
I'm adding that adjective, ridiculously small. Okay? And then monitor. Yan. So ako ngayon, what I do is medyo old school ako, guys. So I have a notebook that you see, this is how I monitor my habits. I literally shade a box because I'm incorporating 2 new habits, very small. It's almost, wag na, nakakaya. It's so small. But it's for me. I'm building it for me, not for you guys. I'm building it for me. So it's so small. So hopefully you can do that. Hopefully it makes sense, Celeste. Start small.
That's
yes.
right.
We're down to the last 5 minutes before we strike one. I'd like to emphasize on the concept of habits that is extremely powerful. The last part of Coach's hacks kanina is integrity. And I believe that your self-respect is directly correlated to your happiness. Because once you can see that you are reputable, that you can trust yourself for following up on your own word, that you feel good about yourself because you know the next time that you'll do something, you can count yourself on
Kaya
it.
mo na.
And that's where your legs come talaga, your
Yes.
sense of respect that you can do a bigger goal, you can take a higher goal because even in the small stuff, you can rely on yourself. So
Yes.
maybe tama yung sinabi ni coach no na small habits like for example even 10 push-ups, even just drinking water with lemon and chia seeds in the morning, even just preparing your bed in the morning, cleaning it up, that's already a win. Small wins add
Small.
up.
That's
Small.
right.
You consistently do it and you know that you can rely yourself even on the small things, you can rely yourself on the big things.
That's
So
right.
Yes.
that
Yes.
is a good foundation for a strong
Small
self-esteem.
habits.
Yeah.
Yes. So guys, thank you very much for this amazing episode. I've learned a lot. I think we've broken this down to a lot of pieces. Shirley, what have you learned from this? Maybe a quick 1 minute.
Yeah, I think like what I've said kanina, Ralph, it will always goes down to yourself. Self-healing, self-love, self-respect. No? So
Yeah.
you can build your self-esteem. And when you do like yung habit kanina sabi ni Coach, well, that's very important. You start with a small habit. Kasi when you started in a small habit and then nakikita mo may progress, yun yung mga evidences na kinokollect mo, na pinaniniwalaan mo.
Yes.
Good evidences rather than nag-set ka ng habit na sige gusto ko na pumayat in 2 weeks, no? Tapos
Right.
nag-fail ka in your first week. The next time
Sana.
that you're gonna set that goal again, ang paniniwalaan mo, hindi ko to nakaya before eh.
Yeah.
So, nagkakalik ka ng evidences to the point na yung mga
Hindi
decisions
na ka.
mo nandun sa mga bad evidences na na-collect mo.
Right.
So, doon nasisira self-esteem, self-respect, and self-love.
Right.
So, yes, Ralph.
And that's interesting to note, no, na this is not entitlement. You cannot say you are amazing and entitled ka na for that. You
Yeah.
are amazing, but you have to be responsible for it as well. So it's a balance of both entitlement that you are capable, but at the same time that you have to do the inner work. You have to heal
Yes.
like what you
Yes.
said
Right.
earlier. You
Oo.
have to improve yourself. You have to take,
Responsibility. Yeah.
Oo. Kaya parang when you set a goal, huwag ka talaga ma-pressure dun sa iba. Kasi sometimes yun yung sa atin eh. Yun yung nakaka-contribute kung bakit magkakaroon tayo ng failure in the end of the goal. So for me, start small, and then when you progress, celebrate the small wins. It's
That
very
is true. Celebrate. Yes, I agree.
I love that.
Move on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Small wins are very powerful. Maybe I learned a lot. It is something that I think what's good about Coach Val's talk earlier is that it was broken down into something more tangible than just the big concept of
Realistic. That's right.
self-respect, indeed, and self-esteem. And ito ang aking advice to everyone before we will ask Coach Val for his last words and his contacts. Guys, when it comes to self-esteem, you can always derive that from having clear understanding. Who is it really you're impressing on? And I hope you're not impressing on people because people are unstable. Even your wife, even your friends, even
That
if
is so true.
Right.
sister,
That's so
sister talaga.
I love it.
Anyone,
Hello, Kay.
we're all learning, right? Hi, Kate. I hope she's not watching.
Hey, Kuya is trying his best to impress you on the cooking dishes.
Ay, that's true on cooking, no? Lagi ako nanghingi ng sa kanya, ng kanyang
verdict.
But guys, don't get your source of inspiration and maybe inspiration, but not definitely your self-worth from other people because they're unstable, they're amazing people, but you cannot get that esteem from. The best one will always be your God because your God is the one who knows you even in your secrets, even of the things you're not willing to share with other people. And he knows as well the potential that you have. So if you put your esteem from him, if you reflect from him your true strength and source of inspiration, then you'll go far and you'll not ask for other people to make you say you're amazing. You know God himself, his image tells you that you are already amazing.
Right.
How about you, Coach Val? What's your last words and also how to contact you in maybe 2 minutes?
Okay, sige. Contact me. You can always reach out to me. I'm always in social media. So Val Baguios, VALBAGUIOS, Baguio City with S. So nandun lang po ako at even my personal social media, Val the Third. So reach out to me there. I know a lot of you here watching right now have reached out to me, even in chat, and so I love talking to people. I love helping people. So please do reach out to me, and professionally, maybe we could help each other. With your teams. I do consulting, leadership development, organization development. So and all these things. Okay, final word.
Okay lang, isa na lang ko, Chap. Guys, I highly recommend Coach Val. So if kunya babalik na yung ECQ, mawawala na yung ECQ, you can hire him for events,
Yes.
to speak for teams, and also for coaching, self-coaching.
Yes.
He does that. And it's
Personal, one-on-one.
so cheap,
Thank you.
pero it's also very laki ng ROI.
Thank you. Clients ko sila.
Nakaka-relieve kasi
Ayan.
pag mo si Coach, parang
Clients ko sila.
mawala yung problema mo, ganyan, di ba? So, yeah, highly recommended.
Coach, last words, Coach.
Okay, last words. My last phrase is, and is it okay, Ralph, if I pray for those who are watching?
Oh, sure.
Siguro my final advice is this: listen to the right voice. Listen to the right voice. There are many voices nowadays. Many who will tell you this is you, this should be you, this should be you, this is you're 30 plus, you're 40 plus, you're 50 plus, you should have achieved this. Ang daming boses, guys. Listen to the right voice. You know whose voice is that? It's God's voice. Listen to that. And so with this, I just want to pray for you. I know that it's not an accident that you are listening. I know that you clicked because there's something inside of you who wanted to click. And so let me pray for you. Lord, I pray for these people. I pray for each and everyone right now who is listening, who is watching in their own gadgets, computer screens. Lord, I know that it's not an accident. Lord, I pray that you will speak to them, that you will tell them na, anak, alam mo, you don't need to prove anything. You are enough, and I love you because I created you. And I pray that each and every one of them will start their journey of self-esteem knowing that they are enough, Lord. I pray, Lord, that they will start this journey not because they want to prove something to someone, not because they want to prove their success to people, but they just want to celebrate their life that you have given to them. Yun lang. No other audience but you. No other voice but you. All other things are just bonuses. All other success is just an additional icing on the cake. But really, the meat of the matter really is their relationship with you. And I pray that that is something that will be true even today. Lord, please talk to them. I know that most of them wants to talk to you, wants to listen to you, but it's so hard because there's just many noises and things are so unstable nowadays. But Lord, please, even right at this moment, touch their hearts, Lord. Send a miracle their way, Lord God, that you will talk to them and things around them will be just silent and they will hear you. This I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
That's it.
All right. That's it, guys. Thank you very much, Coach Val. Let's say thank you, Coach Val, again. Thank you, Coach
guys.
Coach Val.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching us in this episode of Bold Moments. We definitely had so much fun, so much learnings.
I enjoyed.
You enjoyed naman, Coach?
Super.
We did too. We did. And I hope you guys will continue on learning because learning helps you grow during these ECQ times. It's not definitely a sentence for us to just stay the same. By having this moment every day to learn with Coach Val and too many others, you will definitely grow during this ECQ time. Anything, Shirley?
Well, I just wish them happiness and stay healthy. Stay cool, guys. We're gonna see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow for another great episode. And that's it, guys. Bye.
Bye. Stay healthy.